So we talked a bit about the true number of cases, about how there's this bias in the data, and how we've probably got a lot more people in the UK and around the world that have the virus and is being reported. But what's also important that we discuss is how rapidly that is increasing, okay? Now, there's something in epidemiology called Arnauts, okay? And that's essentially an estimate for how quickly the virus is spreading, okay? How quickly it's multiplying over time. Now, for many different diseases, that score can be different, and in many different places, importantly, again, in different countries, that score can be different, okay? And there are many different measures that are being put in place to try and squash it. But generally speaking, the UK have said that every 5 days, the number of cases is doubling, okay? In some countries, that's 4, it's even less. In the US, it's probably closer to 3, okay? The US, every 3 days, the number of cases doubles. So right now, if you're sat there thinking, I don't need to worry about the coronavirus, I can go and do my shopping, I want to go to the bar, why is this restaurant closed? I don't need to do anything about it, everybody's making too much of a fuss. Well, you might be the sort of person that looks and sees there's only 2,000 cases and there's nothing to worry about. Well, what we have to understand is when we account for the true number of cases, let's say 40,000 cases from that, and that's quite a moderate estimate, that number in 4 days, let's say on average, is going to be double, right? So by the end of this week, before even the weekend is out, we'll have 80,000 cases. By the middle of next week, we'll have 160,000 cases, okay? By the end of that week, we'll have double, 320,000 cases. So in the space of about 12 days, we've now got actually a truer figure of about 320,000 cases of the virus in the UK. Now, obviously, measures can be put in place to prevent that, because that R0, that doubling, is essentially looking at how easily the virus transmits from one to another. We can see from this chart, again from Vox, the estimate for the spread of the virus, and you can see for COVID-19, one person typically infects 2 to just over 3 people, okay? That's higher than seasonal flu, it's higher than Ebola, but it's lower than other things that are very transmissible. We can use these estimates to actually have a much better understanding of not only the number of cases today, but also the likely impact, the number of cases in the future. And that's why, again, I stress that looking at these figures, although it's useful, and I think the figures are scary enough, I think 56 people dying in the UK is scary enough. I think if one person dies, then we should be doing more. If 56 people are dying, and again, people take, unfortunately, a while to die. That's just the case with this mortality rates, that, healthy people, they will take a while to die. There is a lag between in the data, so you get all these cases, you get people being severely hospitalized. The hospitals try their best to keep these people alive, but a number of them are going to die. So again, we look at 56 people have died. Actually, if we kind of adjust for that lag, that number of people that are going to die if the virus went away tomorrow is going to be way, way higher than 56. Yeah, a number probably 10, maybe 20 times. I don't know. I don't want to speculate on that number, but would be considerably higher. Okay, but so there's obviously a lot of people that are dying from this, okay? And what we need to understand is that, you have to be responsible, okay? You have to be very, very responsible with what you do because of the effect you're having on other people.